38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A 51-yard attempt.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Right here in this second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. From the 10, 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll run with Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge game last play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Working from the gun, Mahomes, flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And this carries into the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Chiefs.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 27. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
7-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Down to the 25.
Give to the fullback.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Tackle made.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase, or if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
On the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL,
and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession. Oh, they're on him too. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
But for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up second.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Snead's got it.
Willie Snead. That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's tackled.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds and then
maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Kansas City.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's got some space here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That good for 22 and a first down. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 1 second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
He's got it at the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Baltimore, a big play that time through the air. 62 yards.
18-yard line.
One last shot for Jackson. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Chiefs 16, Ravens 15.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.